Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back for Monday, March 3rd. Some of the top stories for today: the market is down because Trump is pushing tariffs, especially against Mexico and Canada. NVIDIA is currently being investigated for chip smuggling, as well as the Dow has gone down today. Bonds are up. So, one thing to consider: earlier on last week, we talked about the process of risk aversion and diversifying your portfolio between stocks and bonds. Today is one of those days where, as your stocks are going to go down, your bonds are going to come up, helping to offset some of that loss from your stock price. So that's one of the main reasons why people like to leverage risk aversion and include things like that in their portfolio, is because a lot of times what you'll see is when the market moves away from one type of asset, they have to put their money somewhere, so they move it somewhere else. So on today's video, what I want to do is I want to do a quick market recap. We'll take a look at the portfolio. And then I have this other series that I do called Industry Explorer. And what I do is I highlight companies, the top 10 for a particular industry based on market cap. And then I show you some videos of their headquarters and then a couple little graphics that help to introduce that organization to you. So today, what I want to do are the assets in the portfolio. We're going to take a look at their company headquarters. For whatever reason, I've always just found, where people work and the type of building that they're in pretty interesting. And sometimes you'll see like the Nvidias or the Apples of the world that have these really grand headquarters, and then other times you'll come across brands that are very prominent that and they work in just a general office building. So I always find that fascinating. It doesn't really correlate to much of anything in terms of a return for your investment, but naturally, as you're going to invest in an organization in a company, I think that their real estate portfolio is definitely interesting. So we'll take a look at that. Now, getting to the update for today, in terms of the top strategies, Sharpe's measure is again on top of the board across every strategy. Although you will notice that for strategy number 10, it was actually a loss, meaning out of the 1,225 strategies, 9 produced a return today. That'll give you some kind of perspective of if you're looking at your portfolio and you lost money. A lot of people did today. Probably not everybody. If you didn't, let me know and let us know what you have in your portfolio that's keeping it up. But the vast majority of people did experience some losses today. You can see the NASDAQ composite was down 2.64%. New York Stock Exchange was down a point. The S&P 500 today was down 1.76%, and the Dow Jones was down 1.48%. So let's take a look at, I was about to move over to the portfolio, but taking a look at the highest volume, you can see NVIDIA on there. Of course, with the accusations against them about chip smuggling, for them, it couldn't come at a worse time because you also had an announcement today by the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company that they'll be investing over $1 billion in the United States in the near future. So at the same time that you have one organization manufacturing semiconductors being potentially investigated, you have another one that is being hailed by some respects as a hero, coming in and making all these investments in the United States. So it's always kind of interesting how even within the same industry, how events can be very different from company to company each day. But again, NVIDIA was one of the top volume stocks for today as well. Ford Motor Company. We talked about Saks Parente Golf last week. That's another one that's seen a lot of volume today. Intel Corporation as well. A lot of the semiconductor stocks saw a lot of volume today. Intel started out positive and then went negative. And then same thing with Tesla. They had a pretty good day. They're included in our portfolio. And if you don't know, Morgan Stanley raised their price target to $430 per share for Tesla. So that could bode well for the future of that stock. We'll find out. Taking a look at some of the biggest gains, Aclarion Inc. experienced 133% return today. BioXcel Therapeutics, 114%. But then on the flip side of that, you had Sonova Energy International, which is a solar panel manufacturer, and they saw over a 60% decline today based off of softening demand for those types of products. So let's take a look at our portfolio. And again, another down day. We were down 1.3% versus the market, which was 1.76. So We did actually, one way you can frame this is we did actually outperform the market today, even though it was still a loss. I'd encourage everybody to try to look at the positive wherever you can. Now, last week was not a great week. We did lose about 2% of the portfolio. But when you look at the trend chart over time, we really are mimicking the market. So I'm not too concerned about anything here. As we talk a little bit more about the companies that are in the portfolio, I think I found out some interesting things as I was doing that research. I'm not going to talk about that today, but later on this week, we're going to talk about rebalancing this portfolio and considering other options. So when we get to that point, some of the things that I found out about some of these companies that I've chosen to invest in, we're going to highlight some of those things, talk through them, and then make the decision in terms of whether or not we want to keep them or move on and consider other options for our portfolio. And then again, just some of the top earners. CTAS is still in the green. MNSO Group is also still in the green, although both of them experienced some losses today. But, it's nice to have a few gainers, a few winners that are out there, even that you can look at even when the market's down. Now, obviously, the longer you hold on to the portfolio, you're not going to see as many that are experiencing losses. But it's still important to know on a day-to-day basis how things are performing, also on a week-to-week basis, so that way if you see any trends where a stock is starting to lose a bigger chunk, or maybe you need to reassess and go a different direction, better understanding the performance not only today, but over the short term is important. But then, also obviously if the stock has gone down like Tesla, 14%, my long-term view of them is very positive. So even though they've initially lost 14%, I feel pretty confident about the future of that organization. Now you'll see their last close price today was at $284. Like I mentioned, Morgan Stanley's price target is at $430, and I bought it at $330. So there's still potentially some profit out there to be made for me just based on that price target. But to be honest with you, I think every analyst about 100% of the time has been wrong on Tesla and Tesla's performance. So take it with a grain of salt, I guess. All right, well, let's take a closer look at some of these companies and their headquarters. Valco Energy is located in Houston, Texas. Valco is a small cap valued at $415 million. Their strategy centers on increasing revenues and production through sustainable development, operational excellence, and a commitment to environmental stewardship, including emissions reduction initiatives and carbon offset strategies. Valco aims to maximize shareholder value while fostering positive impacts for stakeholders in the regions where it operates. MNSO Group Holdings is located in Guangzhou, China, with offices in West Covina, California. They are currently a mid-cap valued at $6.5 billion. MNSO Group is inspired by offering Japanese-designed, high-quality products at an affordable price. They were founded in only 2013 and have expanded into over 7,000 stores in 100 countries, making it one of the fastest-growing retail chains globally. Palantir Technologies is located in Denver, Colorado. Palantir is a large cap valued at $199.2 billion, and it's worth noting that companies over $200 billion are considered megacaps. Palantir specializes in big data analytics and data integration solutions. These offerings cater to a wide range of clients, including the U.S. intelligence community, the Department of Defense, and commercial giants like Morgan Stanley and Airbus. Their focus on AI-driven analytics and expanding commercial partnerships continues to drive their growth trajectory. Tesla is located in Austin, Texas. Tesla is a mega cap valued at $942.4 billion. Tesla's flagship products include its EV lineup, the Model S, Model 3, Model X, Model Y, Cybertruck, and the high-performance Tesla Semi. The company is a leader in EV market share, delivering over 1.8 million vehicles in 2023 alone. And it's also bolstered by its proprietary supercharger network, which is one of the largest and fastest charging systems worldwide. Beyond vehicles, Tesla's energy division focuses on renewable energy solutions, with its gigafactories producing lithium-ion batteries at scale and with new products like their Optimus robots. Tesla is a transformative force in transportation and energy. CTAS Corporation is located in Mason, Ohio. CTAS is a large cap valued at $83.7 billion. CTAS operates primarily through two segments, uniform rental and facilities services, which accounts for the majority of its revenue, offering retail and maintenance uniforms, mats, mops, and restroom supplies, and then as well first aid and safety services, providing safety products, fire protection, and even training. The company services over 1 million businesses across North America, Latin America, Europe, and Asia, spanning industries like healthcare, hospitality, automotive, and the government. Arcadium Lithium is located in Shannon, Ireland. Arcadium is a mid-cap valued at $6.3 billion. They focus on responsibly extracting and processing lithium to support the transition to clean energy, powering applications like electric vehicles, renewable energy storage, and consumer electronics. Arcadium is vertically integrated with expertise in hard rock mining, conventional brine extraction, direct lithium extraction, and lithium chemical manufacturing, producing high-quality compounds such as lithium hydroxide, lithium carbonate, and specialty products like high-purity lithium metal. The company operates a diverse portfolio of assets across Argentina, Australia, Canada, the US, China, Japan, and the UK, with their key production sites located in Argentina. Well, there you have it. There's a little bit more information on the companies that we've decided to invest in. I hope this was informative. I really like these little Google Earth zoom ins where you can kind of see where they're located at in the world and then, of course, what their headquarters looks like. So hopefully you found that interesting. I hope you have a great night. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow.